All right, good morning, everyone. It is 8:32 in the morning of October 4th, 2022, and this is my pre-market strategy session. So today, as of right now, if the Qs opened up this very moment, an hour early, it would open up at 278. That is a 1.8% increase over yesterday's close. That's a pretty big deal. The previous support and resistance area that I was looking at was 271.39. It's a pretty obvious area, really. It was the close that occurred on the 16th of June and its most recent previous low close. So that's naturally where this price range 271.39 is naturally where you're going to find support and resistance. And so we definitely, on the 30th of September, I think that was a Friday, right? Yeah, that was a Friday. On the 30th of September, we definitely got a close below, open below, tried to poke above, and closed below some very bearish action. And so here on the first day of the quarter, of the fourth quarter, yesterday on the 3rd of October, it had a bullish day. I don't make much of one day's close above, although follow through on the next day is a bit more significant. It's still, in the big picture of things, we are looking pretty. Let me move this vertical line. Let me get rid of that a little bit. I mean, it's still really bearish, you know. Here's the close of September, and here's October. But and so the next sort of parts of resistance that I have are prices, and then there's this trend line, this support and resistance. Right now, it's below it, so it's acting as resistance. Could we make it all the way back up to 310 in October? I doubt it. I really doubt it. I think that we might be headed up in the 280. I mean, obviously this morning we're at 278, so we're a stone's throw away from 280. I believe we could see. I mean, we could see a complete rejection at 280. Possibly, we could see it pop up above for a few days, then fail, and then really start coming down, and start failing. Anything's possible, right? So let's take a look at the 10-minute from yesterday. I'm going to take this off of the monthly. Go back to the day and go here to the daily, and you can see here yesterday it did this support and resistance dance for pretty much the entire afternoon, from 10:30 in the morning until 1 o'clock. Yeah, so the after the morning session was over, the market stayed flat, and then the afternoon session cranked up and it went up higher. This area, the support and resistance area right here, it did what it does. But it went higher instead of lower, which you would probably most people would expect in a bear market. And so here we are, after in the pre-market here, and the market looks to me like it's going to try and tag 280.07. It's got to be overbought. Oh no. So we're in overbought conditions on the 10-minute in the pre-market, and coming out of oversold on the 1-minute in the pre-market. So that usually means that there's going to be a little bit of a push up after the open. We'll see what happens after 280. We'll see what kind of reaction we get if 280 acts as support and resistance or not. Let me pull up the 10-minute here. We'll make that kind of big enough there. Today, another move kind of like what we saw yesterday, which is a break above, a retest, and a move higher. No, it's entirely possible. And the next spot that I have after 280 is 293. And then after that, we're looking up into the on the 10-minute, it says it's in the 320s, but on the daily here, it's in the 310s. Actually, no, it's 320. Yeah. I mean, anything's possible, So I kind of doubt that it's going to go up anywhere near this resistance line anytime soon. If it does, it ought to take quite a bit of time. Personally, I think this fails somewhere in the middle of this downward wedge. Yeah, 293, 280. It's just something to trade against. So yeah, looking pretty bullish. There's a big gap. I don't know. Will it come down and tag the gap and then move higher? I don't know. But I definitely have some levels here to play against. 280. I'd expect a rather significant reaction at 280 to the downside, at least for a short-term trade. 10 minutes to 30 minutes long of a trade. If it breaks up above and comes back and retests, then takes off, then it's off to the races for the next, I don't know, a couple weeks. But then it's just a matter of time. Oh yeah, and actually, you know what? The whole reason I had that vertical line here. Okay, I've got two horizontal lines for. All right, so this vertical line right here, this is the start of tech earnings. So you can expect any kind of shenanigans between now and the next. Let's see, we've got today, tomorrow. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 trading days where anything goes. Anything is possible. I think once we get to this 11 October and past it, we're going to hit earnings season, and earnings season is going to disappoint. And forward guidance is going to disappoint, and so on and so on. And there are going to be companies that are announcing layoffs, and this and that, and this and that, and this and that. So, it is what it is. And so really, until earnings season comes around and we really see what's going on with these companies, I'm pretty much just sitting tight. I am trading small until after then. I think after October 11th, roughly, we will see much more significant downside in the market. All right, everybody. Good luck out there. Keep your wrists tight. Click like, share, subscribe, leave a comment, tap the bell. I will see you at tomorrow morning's